Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Madrasatul Mumtiaz Nahw and Self Online class. And tonight, inshallah, we are doing our class 141. مقدمة إلى الاستثناء. An introduction to al-istithna. So, what is al-istithna? Al-istithna literally means exception. So inshallah today we just want to introduce us to al-istithna and we go into the deeper Nahw rulings of istithna in the next class inshallah. So what is al-istithna? Al-istithna means an exception. So an exception occurs when an entity or a noun deviates from the general rule that is guiding other nouns in that same group. So let's say, so it basically has the same meaning as except in English. So when we say that that all five people start down except Zaid, so we can see that Zaid is part of that larger group and is accepted. So that same concept is what applies to al-istithna. So let's take this example that we have here in Arabiya. Jalasat tulabu illa Zaidan. The students sat except Zaid. So we can see the rule of the way the exception works. So there is a general large group at Tulab, and Zaid is accepted from that group. He behaves differently. He has deviated from the general rule or the general action which others in that group are performing. So now, so next we will introduce to us the important steps when it comes to understanding al-istithna in Arabiya. And those three terms are mustasna minhu, adatul istithna, and the mustasna. So the first that I will explain is the mustasna. So who is the mustasna? The mustasna is the accepted entity, or the so which is usually a noun. So we can say it is the accepted noun. It is the noun that is deviating from the rule of the general group. Now, take note of our mustasna because it is because of the mustasna that we are treating this topic at all. Other entities behave normally, like the way other rules that we have learned, the way the way they occur. That is the same thing that will affect the mustasna minhu and that will istisna. But however, the mustasna is the state of these other items. The mustasna minhu, the adat will istisna, and the type of jumla that we have generally. It will determine for us what kind of ruling is going to affect the istisna. Is it going to be nasbu or rafa'in? And whatever state that the mustasna is going to have is determined by this other action. So it is because of the mustasna that we are actually creating this topic. So take particular note of the ahwal, that is the different states of the mustasna as we move on. So the mustasna is the accepted entity. So the second that we would explain is the adatul istisna. What is the adatul istisna? Adatul istisna is the tool of exception. That is the word that we see in the sentence that is telling us an exception is occurring in this sentence. It is telling us, oh, there's an exception in this sentence. Something is happening here. Everybody is not going the same way. Somebody has deviated. That is the work of the adatul istisna. When we say jalasat tulab, we already understand that the students sat. So that is a very simple statement of, oh, yeah, you can easily assume that all the students are sitting. But the moment illa comes into the picture, what does it tell us? Oh, somebody is doing something different. Somebody has deviated. It is not all the students that are sitting down anymore. So that is the work of the adat with istisna. Now we call it adat, the tool of istisna, because it is not all adat with istisna that are huruf. Not all of them are harf. Some of them are ismu, some of them are fi'il. So because of that, we just call it adatul istisna. And the most popular adatul istisna that we have in Arabiya is illa. So I believe most of us, even without attending any madrasa, we know illa means except. When we say la ilaha illallah. So many of us know illa. So but inshallah we'll be treating in the subsequent lessons, we'll be treating the other adatul istisna. We have some such as goyu, we have siwa, we have color, and so on. But inshallah, we'll look at rules guiding this adawatul istisna in subsequent lessons. So we've told us who the mustasna is, which is the accepted noun. We have the adatul istisna, which is the tool that we use to carry out the istisna, the tool of exception. And the last one is the mustasna minhu. The mustasna minhu is literally exactly what it sounds like, the one from which something was accepted. So that is the larger group from which the mustasna is accepted. So that's why we call it the mustasna minhu. So at tulab, in this case, jalasa tulabu illa zaydan. The students, all of them have except Zayd. So the general group from which Zayd has been accepted is what at tulab, and that's why we call it the mustasna minhu. That is the accepted from. So the mustasna is the noun that is actually accepted. Adatul istisna is the tool of exception that shows that exception has happened in the sentence. And the last one is mustasna minhu. That is the entity, that is the larger group from which the mustasna is accepted. So those are the basic words that will be coming across as we treat this topic, as we learn different ahwal of the mustasna and how we are supposed to treat them and the ruling that they take in separate cases. So inshallah we will introduce us to also a few cases when it comes to al-istisna. So a few possibilities that may actually happen when we are doing istisna. So we'll go deeper into explaining this in the next lesson, inshallah. So so the first hal that we have, the first case that we have is al-kalamul musbatu. Al-kalamu musbatun, when the statement is affirmative, wal mustasna minhu mazkur. So when the statement is affirmative and the mustasna minhu, that is the larger group from which the mustasna is accepted, is mentioned. So there are some cases where the mustasna minhu might not actually be mentioned. So that's why we say that these other things, their state will actually affect the i'rab of our mustasna. So the first case is when the sentence is an affirmative sentence. What is an affirmative sentence? A sentence that does not have any negative. So it's a positive statement. So for example, Jalasat tulabu illa zaydan. The students sat except Zayd. So we can see that there is no negation there. So that is the first case. Al-kalamu musbatun wal mustasna minhu mazkur. The second case is al-kalamu manfiyun wal mustasna minhu mazkur. So in this case, al-mustasna minhu is mazkur, our larger entity which we are accepted from. The accepted from group is actually mentioned. While, however, the kalam is manfiyun. The statement is negative. What is a negative statement? A negative statement is a statement that has maybe one of the adats in nafi. So it shows that a negation has happened. For example, ma jalasa tulabu illa zaydan. The students did not sit. So that not has already shown us that we have a kalamu manfiyun. So this can be manafia, or maybe if we add mudorian, you could also have la nafia and so on. So when the kalam, or we can also say lam ajli, now and so on, other things. So when the kalam is manfiyu, when the statement is negative, and the mustasna minhu is actually mentioned, that is that tulab is mentioned, we can say ma jalasa tulabu illa zaydan, or we can also say ma jalasa tulabu illa zaydun. So, and the last case is al-kalamu manfijun wal mustasna minhu mahzuf. So, just like we said that the mustasna minhu can be erased. So, in this last case, we have a situation where the mustasna minhu, the accepted from group, has not been mentioned, it has been claimed, and the statement is a negative statement. That is the third case. And that is, for example, ma jalasa illa zaydun. So in this case, you can see that our tulab, which is our mustasna minhu, has been erased. But our statement is still valid. Ma jalasa illa zaydun. No one sat except Zayd. So now, we have looked at this case. Case 1 is where the kalam is musbat and the mustasna minhu is mazkur. The statement is affirmative and the mustasna minhu is mentioned. The second case, al-kalamu manfiyun and mustasna minhu mazkur, where the statement is negative. However, the mustasna minhu is still mentioned. Al-kalamu manfiyun wal mustasna minhu mahzuf, where the statement is negative, but the mustasna minhu has been claimed. Those are the three cases. So now, what are the rulings guiding these cases? Why do we have Zaid and having Fatha here, and we have Dhamma here, and sometimes Fatha here? In this case, we have Fatha. And so what are the rulings that are guiding this mustasna? So how do we, when we see a different statement in different halat, or maybe we change the adat to the istisna, how will that affect the state of Zayd? So all of the rulings is guiding the different types of mustasna, the different types of cases where we find mustasna will be discussed in subsequent lessons, inshallah. So just ensure you tune in for our lessons next week. And for now, ensure that you understand very well the concept of the mustasna minhu, the adat, the istisna, and the mustasna, because those will help you to understand the subsequent lessons, inshallah. So we've come to the end of this lesson. So look out for our continuation of mustasna, inshallah, to understand the rulings guiding the mustasna, inshallah. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك ونشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت ونستغفرك ونتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.